now that we have this kind of merged system, we can have features, EIPs, changes that only affect one side or the other, right? Like 7045, it only affects the consensus layer because it's just that attestation inclusion window. The execution layer knows nothing about attestations because it's just totally self-contained in the consensus layer. Whereas 4788 is what we call a cross-layer EIP, which requires more coordination, requires more testing, and is a bit tougher. And what that one does, it's primarily the heavy part of the load is on the execution layer. They have to kind of add this new precompile and expose things and do some state updates. But there is a small change on the execution, on the consensus layer, and that's to like, essentially there's this root, this commitment, and it's to make sure you pass it into the execution layer. So it's very small, it's just like give the data to the other side, but it is cross-layer and does require some testing and specification on this side. Whereas again, on the execution layer, you can easily have EIPs that don't affect the consensus layer. Like if you added a new opcode that did modular arithmetic or something, like the consensus layer wouldn't have to know or care about that. But these cross-layer EIPs, they're definitely require more coordination and more agreement and more testing. They're a bit tougher.